If you don't have this one thing, you are never going to reach your goals. Hello, this is day 43 of talking to a camera every single day for 100 days. Welcome. Come sit down. And today I'm talking about resilience. Resilience is a skill of keeping going when things get hard, sort of like similar to discipline, I guess you could say, but the less sexy version, because resilience just doesn't, it's not as cool, is it? Like, say, oh, I'm resilient. Like, that's the sort of thing you put on your CV. You don't say that to someone you're trying to impress, do you? Resilience is a really important skill, because what resilience is that little ability to just keep saying to yourself, okay, let's just do that a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And I have to use this for myself all the time. I had to use it in the gym earlier. I got into the gym, tried to do some deadlifts, hamstring hurts, had a race yesterday. So, I was in a bit of pain. I was like, fine, won't do deadlifts. I'll go do some leg extensions. Leg extension machine's taken. I went and did some lat pull downs, and I came back and did the leg extensions, and it hurt. I was like, but I got to keep going. And then I went to do some arms, and I wasn't getting as many reps as I did last week. And it's just like everything was going wrong in the session. But I had that sort of resilience. I was like, I'm going to keep going with the session, right? Because I'm just going to feel worse if I don't do the session, because like then I'm just missing out. Do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't got a good session behind me, because like at least having gone in today and done what I could, I've done what I could. I can't hope for anything better than that. I've done what I could, came back out. I don't really feel better, but also I know I would have felt worse if I didn't go at all. And that's the sort of thing I'm trying to get, is that little resilience. It just makes you feel a little bit better, because if you stop doing something you want to do because you don't want to do it in the moment, afterwards you're just going to feel worse. And this happens in almost everything you don't want to do that is good for you. Emphasis on that is good for you, because like if you don't want to do drugs and then you do drugs, you don't get anything out of that. Don't do drugs. It's not good. It's like pretty bad for you, I think. But anyway, back to what we were saying. If you push through the things that are hard when you don't want to, that is resilience. And what that is showing is that you build up sort of like, resilience helps you get through the sort of resistance of doing a task. So if you've got a daily task that you need to do every single day and you don't want to do it, if you're not resilient, the slightest bit of friction, the slightest difficulty around doing that task, and you're just not going to do it. Say, for example, you go on a run every morning, and that's your habit, to go on a run every morning. You're trying to build that habit, and you've got really low resilience, but you realise that you forgot to take your normal running t-shirt out of the wash, and you left it in there, and it's wet, and it's gross, and you don't want to wear a wet t-shirt to go on a run, do you? So, a non-resilient person would just be like, well, guess I'm not going on a run this morning. Habit over. You haven't built that habit. You haven't pushed yourself to strengthen that habit by keeping going. But the resilient person, they come to this problem. They're like, okay, so we've got this problem here. My t-shirt's wet. How long does it take to dry it? Half an hour. I'll dry it. Or I'll go put on another t-shirt. It may not be my normal running t-shirt, but it's a t-shirt. Or someone might just go out on a run shirtless. Not me personally, but others might. So that's what a resilient person would do. There's always another way around the problem. You don't have to pick the hardest route, and a resilient person is going to think of that next route that they can take. And it might take time to think of that. It might be a little bit harder. Or you might just have to do the hard route. But a resilient person will find a problem that they have, and they will solve it. They will take that problem, they'll dissect it, and they'll solve it. And so if you can try to put a little bit more of that into your life, you'll make way more progress towards your goals, and you won't keep yo-yoing between trying to start a habit and then failing that habit, and trying to start a habit and failing a habit. Anyway, Goodbye.